So a couple of weeks ago, I reported on some EV fires, and I used some kind of old footage. It was footage I trusted, and it was from a fire brigade. And apparently it was, I don't know, 5 years ago or something. Anyway, so electric bus fire prompt safety checks in Taipei. Taipei, June 17th. Taipei and New Taipei authorities have stepped up safety inspections after an electric bus exploded into flames on Dunyue North Road in downtown Taipei Monday. The fire broke out at 8:43 p.m. when a Metropolitan Transport Corp Route 262 electric bus suddenly caught fire. The driver, suspecting a battery failure, quickly pulled over. All 7 passengers were safely evacuated before the vehicle was engulfed in fire and smoke. Now, again, you can imagine a double-decker bus being full, you being at the back. You know what it's like when you're waiting to get off and you're halfway up the stairs. Imagine being halfway up the stairs when there's a fire on it. I'd like to know just how long after the 7 passengers were evacuated that it was engulfed in smoke. And also, what did they ingest? Because they say it's toxic. They say the fumes coming off an EV fire are toxic and they can cause all sorts of lung damage. There was even concern, not from me, but for the rioters in LA that set those Waymo cars off on fire. They were concerned, saying that it could have damaged their health. So, how sad, never mind. Later that day, Taipei's Public Transportation Office suspended operation of all 20 buses from the same batch used on Route 262. The vehicles will remain off the road until their safety is assured, the office said. So there you go, somebody's, there's the fire. Not nice. Taipei's transport official Chen Chun-hao told CNA on Tuesday that preliminary findings suggest battery malfunction as the cause. To prevent further incidents, Chen said Taipei has ordered a full inspection of 94 electric buses of the same model used by 3 other operators citywide by the end of Tuesday. In total, Taipei operates 858 electric buses across 9 companies, all of which must complete battery and charging systems checks within 3 days, Chen said. Meanwhile, New Taipei is inspecting 56 buses of the same model operating on routes 640, 637 and 656. The city has also instructed bus operators to enhance daily safety checks, inspect charging facilities, improve fire safety preparedness and report any irregularities immediately. So, a few weeks ago, a tweet from the Transport and Energy. Bristol's first electrified bus depot has been opened by government ministers and West of England's new mayor. They like to paint all these bright green, which is, you know, that's a plus from me, because now I know which buses not to get on. If ever I decide to use a bus, it won't be one of those. I responded to that. The only way I would get on an electric bus if I was wearing an asbestos suit, they were fitted with ejector seats, my family was being held hostage and someone was holding a gun to my head. I attached the video of the buses catching fire. It was an old video. So from that, we get Lloyd Basson, who has a Citroen Ami. Seems like a decent bloke. So he's put a video from 2015. So there you go. Some people seem to be perpetually stuck in the last decade. So that's a video from 2015. And some people like you bury your head in the sand, which coincidentally would be a good way to put an EV out. Is this one okay from 4 days ago? So now we just reported on one again. And then we got, would you like to be on one when they do have an issue? I mean, to be fair, the old electric Viking funeral would, that's a kind of electric Viking joke, would save on cremation expenses. P.S. EVs have been known to reignite months after, so they are just a fucking time bomb waiting to happen. Here we go. So we've got Lloyd Basson, who's a big EV evangelist, and then we've got EV Grey here. Okay, give us an example of when an EV has reignited months afterwards. Barry is just a tin foil hat wearing nut job. JT76 has sent this when they were unloading the EVs off the ship that caught fire at sea. One of them caught fire again. So here we go. Give us an example of when an EV has reignited months afterwards. Barry's just a tinfoil hat wearing nut job. Anybody see a tinfoil? No. So here we go. Seeing as you asked so nicely, here you go. EV fire safe calm, EV fire reignites. There are many more. I'm sure I've seen a story where a Tesla reignited 308 days after it was stamped out for the first time. And that's EV fire safe. There you go, EV reignited. It was on the tow truck when it reignited, and then it went up again. 2 ignition events, 68 days apart. Case study 1, 4 separate ignition events within 48 hours. EV Grey never replied to me. He never said thank you. He never said, okay, Baz, you're right. He never said, okay, Baz, you can take your tinfoil hat off now. You're not mad. Absolutely scares me to death. We'll just go back to this one. 4 die in a blaze caused by an electric scooter. One of the poor lads jumped out of the window to escape the fire, and his brother...
It's not just electric vehicles, is it? It's lithium batteries.
...was burnt to death. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.